What do the pros know? They don't know anything about Dota. Can't trust them, mate. Ooh, Clockwork pick though. Followed up by
Okay.
the Drow yet again.
All right. So that's Toys draw again that they're going to go for. I don't mind that. And the Clockwork. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's decent against the Snapfire to get the hook shot off, and the Legion Commander can stop like these, not stop the duels, but you can get involved in the duels and help out. But I'm not looking at this and thinking, wow, what a Clockwork game, right? You have the Tusk Snowball and the Snapfire Cookie as natural counters.
Yeah, that's very true. Ooh, then they go for the Phantom Lancer as well. I think that is a tournament first as well, first PL pickup. So
Yeah,
we'll
but
see how this ends up panning out.
I think that's really what it takes to deal with it. You know, Drow Rangers multi-shot is decent, but Rubik, Clockwork, and Broodmother, that's a free PL game if I've ever seen one when you're up against these guys. So far feeling the Xerxia draft, still waiting if it's going to be a mid laner or another support. And for the last pick, that Tusk is, that flexibility is absolutely garbage. Then meanwhile, like it's too much. It's like how can you be flexible in all the roles? Meanwhile, Radiant, what do we have here? They probably need their. They definitely need their mid laner, right? I've seen Rubik mid, but if C Smile from EG can make it work, I don't think anyone can make it work.
No. What about if like Jerax came in as a mid laner? He's pretty good Rubik, possibly.
I mean, Jax, we saw when he wanted to go back to the pro scene. Feels like he's not like Dota's behind him or anything like that, but definitely feels like he's going to take a few months of practice before he's ready for the Rubik mid. You know?
Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay, so yeah, after a decent mid laner here, someone that can also deal with the PL illusions. Obviously, Leshrac, very wise ban to be taken out there. Who would you say is the next best like mid lane to do it? Like Zeus, perhaps?
I was thinking, yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
But I'd like something a bit more melee, right? I don't want to put the Drow Ranger and the Zeus next to each other, and the PL, it's like everyone just shows up. You want something that can go a little melee and has some sort of AoE damage. But the problem is that we already picked like who can do that from the mid lane is the problem. There's not that many heroes. We've seen like the old Kunkka Radiance BKB build. That's not bad, but yeah, I'm not.
Maybe this time they can do the Underlord mid.
I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that at all, honestly. But Pangolier was also a good banner. I definitely feel like you want something melee. I definitely feel like an Underlord wouldn't be so bad. Timbersaw, but later on that doesn't feel like enough. This consistent damage is going to be a hard thing to do. Perhaps a Monkey King. You go Battlefury, you go with the Molineer, and that's not bad. I wouldn't mind the Monkey King at the moment for Radiance. It's not unorthodox mid though, for sure.
Well, I suppose where Xerxia got the last pick, they can, if they want, put the Tusk mid if it is going to be versus someone nice. But if a Monkey King gets grabbed up, then maybe they would just push the Tusk to a support role and then pick up a more favorable matchup in that regards.
Ooh.
Okay, it's a Puck. All right, so do you think Puck's still fine for a Tusk to go mid versus?
I like the Tusk match a little bit more. Like, you have all that extra damage. You're harder to kill for the. I mean, sorry, not extra damage, but you have like good chase. You're very hard to bring down. You're melee, so Quelling Blade, like with that advantage, should be easier for you to CS against the Puck. You will take some harass, but it shouldn't be too big deal. Might see Tusk get like a bracer, that'll be enough. But the problem is the PL, man. Like, I like the Puck pick because the Dream Coil on the PL is a different solution. I was thinking, oh, you want to find a way to clear illusions? They're like, no, let's just go for the real one straight away. But there's still a snowball save. There's still you can break the coil and get press the attack. You can get eaten by the Snapfire and tossed out. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like they did not answer the PL at all with this pick.
Yeah, it feels like it should be a pretty free game for Karma. And Void Spirit's the final bit. Okay, so they are going to push the Tusk then over towards the support. Let the Void go up versus the Puck. Yeah, I feel like the Void Puck matchup's fine. I think it should be okay with that one. Shouldn't be able to get harassed out too badly. But yeah, like you were saying, yeah, the PL definitely feels untouched. Like, he should just be able to run away with this game.
It's a support Legion commander, right?
Wait, is it?
Wait.
Oh god, it is.
Yeah, I mean JJ is their mid, Repeater's their offlane. I was looking, I was like, well, I want to make sure I know the name is just right, but yeah, is a support Legion Commander. And you said the anti-mage thing was unlikely, but I mean, you said it was likely in Southeast Asia, but we bust out the Legion Commander support. Haha.
Yeah. They're
Um,
keeping everyone and themselves on their toes.
Interesting. Why would I guess they wanted to go up against the what the Rubik Broodmother? Okay. I mean, as long you max out overwhelming odds, and you're going to be happy as the Legion Commander no matter what. And you have the save. The duel is just an extra sometimes that you throw out. Like this. This is a decent Legion Commander support game. I mean, I feel like you could put any other support, and I'd be okay with. Like, I'm sorry that nobody likes Omni. I think Omni would have been good, but either way, Xerxia, I think their draft just has an unanswered Phantom Lancer, and they're going to win it just from that alone.
Yeah, literally. Unless they get absolutely destroyed in the laning phase, I feel like, yeah, the PL will just be able to do whatever the hell he wants. Yeah, there's not really much answer. And unfortunately, the level 30 Drow Ranger couldn't change the outcome of the first game, so not too hopeful throughout the second either.
It's just you have to find like what are you gonna do to deal with this PL? Early game, of course, they can deal with him, but later on, how exactly are you gonna find this? How are you gonna beat him?
We come for you.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tricky one. Unless they can like consistently find the real PL and just try and burst him as quickly as possible. But you know, it's a PL, so eventually they're gonna have a Heart of Tarask and everything else just stats through the roof, and it'll probably be able to survive any sort of initial burst. And the rest of his team will just come flying in. Like you said as well, they've got the snowball save as well. Press the attack from the Legion Commander, an eventual axe from the Snapfire, just tons and tons of way to make Karma nice and safe.
But and if you look at the enemy side, I don't like this. You know, I don't like fragile draft. You know, you got Puck, Drow Ranger, Rubik. You know, like it's so fragile. The moment Gondry's dead, which he's going to die, he's a position 5. Like it's not against him. He's going to die as a clockwork quite often. So unless he hookshots, they are able to bring down 2 people. After that, Xerxia will be able to run them over because again they have saves, they have durable heroes. The Snapfire feels like is a super like it's a support, but even that's hard to bring down. So elusive and durable. That's something that they're gonna have to find on Reapers. That's something that they're gonna have to answer on Reapers.
Yeah. That's a nice little mix of things they have to deal with. Bounty runes ends up just being a 2 for 2. Nothing crazy going on there, although Toy able to get a decent amount of hits onto Bombi in response. And nothing really happening there.
Well, that was unfortunate. It seems like the names are fixed, so we don't know who is the stupid dog. We don't know who called themselves that. Ah, man.
Well, I think it's the list, isn't it? I think it was the Rubik. I think it was Hong Hong, because Toy was at the bottom of the list, and he is there at the bottom. And then RDP was above him, so yeah, it was Hong Hong. His stupid dog.
There we go. Okay, good to know. I would not have been able to sleep without knowing that. This is relevant information for me. Bottom lane,
so we're answering the real questions of Dota. That's what we need.
bottom lane is going to be the Tusk as well as the Snapfire, and Toy's taking a lot of hits already. Actually,
Yep, stuck inside the shards, taking a few whacks in the face. We'll be fine. Just gonna have to start chewing on those tangos to get back up to a healthy standing.
this is a dangerous lane. If level 3 each hero takes one of every skill, you can have Little Shredder with Tag Team, Snowball in, Cookie, and Scab blasted them to the face, and they shot. Like, there is just so much damage from these 2 heroes. It will take around level 3 before I feel like they can just run over the lane, but once that happens, it's very scary for the Drow Ranger. And the one nice thing about Clock was that you can also cog people who are being aggressive, but you can't do anything when they're snowballing.
Yeah. See if they can get there. I think so far they've not had the best off lane. I think last time Ripperdo was getting punished a fair amount in that first match. So yeah, if they have a better time, especially with this combo, like you were saying, the potential is there to just run people over. And it's going to have to be something the Reapers look out for. That shard's nearly getting a connection. Do you remember the Alpine Ursa skin set?
Ah, the one where he looks like a farmer.
Yeah, and he got that skin set got banned because apparently it made the hero not look anything like the hero. And yet you've got this Clockwork one where he is now just a pirate. He doesn't really look anything. Yeah, like, but apparently that's fine.
Oh, there's a couple. there's a couple of ones, I swear to God, where I'm like, I don't know who this hero is, like from glance value. There's one, the Bounty Hunter track that looks just like the Oracle's ultimate, but never mind that. They're in the fight right now.
Yeah.
Rapido, he's suffering.
Taking a few beatings. His battery assault's back up, and that should be first blood. Oh, nice snowball to try and delay it. He actually gets himself out of there. Fantastically played from there from the Tusk.
I thought he was dead to rights, but yeah, very nice snowball, keeping him alive. But yeah, there's the track that looks just like the Oracle's ultimate. I swear to God, there's no way you're gonna tell me these two look that different. Like, and there are a few other outfits where I'm like, no, this hero does not look at all like how I imagine, like how he usually looks. I think a lot of the bug ones are very confusing. Like Nyx ends up looking like Sand King, like that.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I don't know, it's just a weird sort of outcome. Like, they've made so many crazy skins now that they can't afford to retractable because there's just too many to deal with.
In the meantime, the top lane, how's Karma farming? He's doing all right. So is the Broodmother. So this top lane feels like a very farm fest. You know, Jaja, he's got the points and press the attack. So even if you try to kill him, he's just heal up and need to tank. He's just gonna be fine. Look, he's just, I mean, it's like decent chunk of damage, but he just heals up back to full, and he's a strength hero with a bit of health regen. I'm not looking at top thinking they're gonna die.
No, I feel like the RDP should just carry on being fine. Equal CS right now, 7-2 on both him and the PL. So not really a clear winner just yet. Maybe once First Blood happens, we might start to see either side pulling out ahead. And the 4-minute wall runes to spawn in. Does Bombi get there in time to snatch it away? Yes, he does actually. So that's going to be a bit of regen advantage going over towards JG.
Top lane, Rapido taking some damage again.
Snowball out towards the creeps, does manage to evade death now, but the slows are still coming in with the battery assault. Just a matter of time, and Gondry's the one to pick up the first blood. So it was a nice read. So the snap moved to the mid to help out the mid laner get that regen advantage, but nicely capitalized there for Reapers to get the first blood in response.
It's I mean, they seem like Xerxia. They're more prioritizing their mid laner a little bit more than Rapido. Right? They're like, JG, we want him to have a good lane, and if we have to go secure the ruin, and Rapido's gonna have to suffer, that's on him. Like he's just gonna have to deal with that. And it's worked out for them in game one. And JG, he's on the voice bridge, who really needs to have a decent start so that he can rotate around the map and make space. And oh dear, Fearless.
Looks like down bottom, Gondry might be getting taken out here. Does trap them both inside of his cogs, but they're body blocking up the exit. He's taking a bit of a time, but eventually will go down. Actually using the south to try and keep himself alive, but unfortunately just ends up wasting the gold.
That's gonna be painful, but it's not the biggest deal. And meanwhile, so Jaja loses his life as well.
And Karma's just getting ran down underneath the tower, dropping another web. Not choosing to give up the chase right now, and this should just be a dead PL. Honk securing it from afar.
That's fine. I mean, if you're Xerxia, you are up against the Broodmother, so you know that this is something that's going to happen to you. It's not the biggest deal in the world, so you might as well, it's fine. It's Broodmother. You're always going to have a bit of a tough time. Bombi, he's having a tough time as well.
Yeah, you see, he wants to maybe try and get the cookie up to the high ground. Actually, thinking about changing direction, does dodge the gust at least, but I don't think that's going to make much difference. He does still die, and now actually, Rapido is here. Gets trapped inside the cogs. He might have just given a +1 there towards Toy, but decided to go for the TP out. Very wise move.
Battery assault still about 4 seconds off cooldown, so couldn't get Jaja. He sees the double bouncy ruin. He's like, I want to take. I love it when you walk into the enemy side and you find 2 bouncy ruins. It's like that is the best feeling as a support. You walk in, there's 2 bouncy ruins. You've been taking yours, and you're like, this is awesome.
Yeah, it's like the biggest impact you can have. I mean, that is literally 450 gold shared between the whole team, which is a big bonus, especially this early on.
Bombi, looks like Gondry's going to be able to get a jump on him a little bit, but it's not worth it. But it's a nice right there, but I might have put it right in front of Gondry's eyes, so Gondry might be able to deward it. And warding is a lot of fun when you get into it. The dewarding, getting all that extra golden resources as support, that was very nice. And I like that the person who buys it gets the benefit. It used to be that whoever plants it gets it. So the cores were like, give it to me. That's my sentry. Give it to me right now. And then they plant, they get everything. But now it's like, nope, it's mine. All mine.
Yeah. Some people are just way too greedy in this game. It's never nice. So you gotta let the supports have something, man. Like, you can't just let them have a set of tangos to their name. That's too depressing. Meanwhile though, down bottom, it looks like JG goes straight on towards the Drow Ranger, misses the initial spells, and they actually just have to disengage. Meanwhile though, Fearless is also here. They get the Dreamcore connection onto Bombi, gonna try and bring down the Snapfire, and they do actually find that kill. So unfortunately for JG, it's a wasted rotation. Nice counterplay coming out from Reapers.
Dude, do you see Fearless' net worth? He has got 2,200 gold on a puck in almost 8 minutes. JG is almost 1,500 gold ahead of him. That is wild. I mean, I know that they were able to get a couple of roos. Oh, well, and they might be able to increase it even more right now.
Getting low. There's a couple more people though from Reapers in the general area. They might be able to turn this around right now. Gondry's alive for now. Bombi is going to be the first castle. Can JG finish her off? Uses the Astral Step to disengage. Maybe going for more as Jar Jar has also TP'd him. I'm not going to bother pushing him. Yeah, so it's 50 and 12 for JG to the 32 and 1 there of the puck. And speaking of the puck, getting gone on yet again, getting the orb off, but doesn't actually jump to it fast enough. Just gets right click down.
Oh dear, Fearless. He is really struggling in this game. And Toy loses his life as again. I think that was a solo kill by Rapido. Just, goes in, gets the kill off. Looks like Toy was not respecting that damage. And all of a sudden, Xerxia looks like they're doing really well in all their lanes right now. Toy is farming easily, but
looks like Karma up top there might end up dropping. And he does get ran down.
My bad, sorry. Since we guys are not sharing screens. And look at that. You see that? Jaja walks in, throws in the overwhelming odds, and just gets himself... What was it like? He has 29 last hits, so because of that.
That is pretty big. Yeah, you would never ever see a support with this much CS this stage of the game. Power of one button, eh?
I mean, if you're Ogre Magi with a hand of Midas, maybe you could hit it by just gotta get a same amount of multicast on a bomb lane. Rapido wants to go for it. They want to get this kill. They want to go for Toy.
There's a nice grab there with the shots, find him in the trees. Nice gusto actually pushing JG back off of him. He's going to jump back in with one more rash attack. Bombi's getting low. Might end up dropping for this, but doesn't matter. Zerja just bringing numbers to this fight, trying to get on top of everyone they can. Hongho is trapped between heroes and creeps, can't go anywhere, while Gondry is dealing with 2 people himself.
It was Fearless.
He's going to pop into the back. Rapido is quite low, not much mana to work with. Can Fearless bring him down? Not for now though, as RTP's also TP'd in here for this one. JG's got no mana to work with, no bottle charges. He's trying to get himself out. Fearless still has Dreamcore to use, but they don't actually end up using it. And just mass tips there to RDP saying like, yeah, you wasted your time coming down here.
Oh man, Fearless, he is playing very hesitant. He had a perfect line on the RDP. Could have dropped the Dreamcore, but he decided not to, feeling like, okay, I don't want to do this right now. I don't want to throw it on just RDP and on Rapido and not wasted, but I want to go for more, but he got punished for that greed. So very tough for Fearless right now. I'm worried. I gotta say, I'm worried for him.
Yeah, it's not good at all. Bottom in the cause by a sizable chunk. Just needs so much space to try and recover right now. Like, he doesn't even have completed boots. Just brown boots and Robe of Magic. Actually, he might have it coming out on the courier now. I know he's got Blitz Knuckles coming out on the courier. He wants to just try and get the Witchblade, I guess, as fast as possible.
And it'll help. Because you look at their damage, they might have some damage issues, right? It's Rubik and Clockwork. Rubik and Clockwork, they do decent damage. Rubik, especially depending on what you steal. But Broodmother, ever since the hero goes for the Guardian Greaves build, you're not quite the damage dealer that you used to be. You're more of the, yes, you do the damage with the Spy Links, and you can be a nuisance, but... Oh, here we go. Nice hookshot on 2.
So grabs them both. Bombskis is raining in. They got the quick burst there onto the Void Spirit. Cannot live long enough. So the Tusk turns around, does at least take Gondry down with it, but regardless, pays with his life. And now Bombi left completely on his own. Gonna be death number 5 raining in here. So nice maneuver there from Reapers, taking out 3, only losing their Pulse 5 Clockwork.
Brilliant start by Gondry, getting a 2-man hook shot followed by the coil, and there was a nice move by Bombi to throw out the Moira's Kiss, but they didn't have enough. It's not enough firepower. They need a little bit more, especially. I think that the Mick was not available, but they do have infused raindrops on RDP, keeping him alive. And Toy, he is farming, but at the same time, Karma's a little bit further ahead. He's going to have the Diffusal Blade available.
Yeah, I think he's got to be careful as well. I believe that Karma could probably just jump on top of Toy and completely bully him out the lane. As a result, Drow just has to basically hide behind the tower for safety. It's the only place he can go.
so far the game is pretty stable, right? No one's really taking a massive advantage. However, the AI believes that it favors Xerxia almost twice as likely to win with 65% chance to the 35 coming out from Reapers right now. I feel this the same. You know, honestly, yeah, they're taking some decent fights and the trades are looking nice, but draft-wise, making this Reapers draft work it's going to be a hell of a task.
Yeah. It's not the easiest one to come back from at all. Especially now JG just completed up his Yule Scepter. So able to purge away the silence that comes out from the puck, as well as also setting up on the puck for any remnant grabs, which we're going to see showcase right now. There's supports though coming in, Reaper as well as Hong Kong, or Gondry and Hong Kong, sorry, able to make the space, and now JG's bit of way more than he can chew. 5 heroes from Reaper, all in the general vicinity, and they're just chasing after Jaja as well. Well, a hit from Rapido. Ooh, nearly burst down the puck straight away. So close.
If he had a Blightstone, he would have been dead. That's one of the few times where you think maybe if only he had the Deso build, but no, he's being smart going for the BKB, but that means that you do miss out on these very close kills that he would have been able to get in that situation. Alright, what do we got? Phantomnaza, he's coming in!
Yeah, very aggressive TP, running straight on top of the Drow Ranger right now. Going to commit everything for it. Mormon's Kiss is also raining in. Connection needs one more hit on top of it, but they can't quite find. Actually, never mind. Rapido gets the connection there with the Ice Shards, long range. And it looks like Reaper can only disengage. Quick pokes in and out onto RDP. Roll forward as well with the snowball, but still they can't quite commit. The duel has been committed, but stolen Mormon's Kisses actually gets the duel victory over towards Fearless. Hong Kong might die for this. Meanwhile, Karma still playing around with Gondry into the back lines. Neither one dropping just yet. Finally, the clock's down. Rubik short to follow. Fearless now getting focused up. He's feeling pretty damn safe as of yet. Takes out Bombi. And that could be the end of the engagement. Karma now having to retreat. Oh, it doesn't actually connect. He's a little bit off the mark. Pig pole there from Karma. And the PO is gone.
Such simple mind.
Oh, he throw the coil, the last, just like the moment was available, he's like, let me get it. It was so close. That had to be like, you know, millimeters off, or whatever is the unit of measurement in Dota 2. But it was very small of that amount off, you know, like, a little unfortunate though, but
Could have been a completely different outcome.
if he could have gotten it at least on, if he could have gotten it on the PL, that would have been a dead PL. They would have, say, salvaged the fight because it wasn't that bad for them, but they would have definitely won the fight. The victory does go to Xerxia at the end.
Yeah, very true. I suppose there was the added benefit there, Reaper. They got the dual victory there for the puck, so a little bit of extra 10 damage. Obviously, it's a very small amount at this stage in the game, but like you were saying with the Blightstone earlier, these small little differences can actually change a lot of outcomes.
Yeah, and like we see, you know, puck, you especially because you're going to be hitting, you know, you have a Witchblade, you want to actually hit the enemy a few times, so you show up, you hit once, you know, you move around a little bit, hit them again, so it adds up this little bit of extra damage. It's not the biggest deal, but like how many times have we seen a hero go from unplayable to meta just because they got like a +5 base damage buff? So this is like +10.
Yeah, that is very true. But still, so the gold lead teetering between 1,000 to 2,000 gold there, and the advantage of Xerxia. But they obviously have already lost their mid-tier 1 tower, so a bit more space to work with for Reapers. They can maybe try and abuse it. As a result, you can see the amount of wards that they are actually now placing on the dire side of the map, trying to gain as much control of the enemy jungle as possible. And so far, it's just Jaja up here himself. The rest of his team sort of dispersed amongst all the other locations to get farm.
He's going for step. Legion Commander is going to be okay here. We'll have his ability available.
He's there. Oh, the Ethereum actually got connected on from the spiders instead. The jewel is there, but it might be another victory going over towards the puck, but no one gets it. Fearless still dies though. Legion Commander gets taken out in response, but it looks like that's going to be the end of the little fight. I say that. Actually, Rapido has got the connection here onto Gondry, but has to use his hookshot defensively to disengage.
Another Xerxia, they're going to be happy with that. Yeah, they don't get the dual victory, but literally nobody cares about the dual victory in this game unless it's the enemy who gets it on bottom lane. Hong Kong, he TP'd into this.
Karma just feeling so strong right now. Trying to stand up underneath the tier 2, but he's actually getting hit from the tower. Taking a lot of damage, trapped now inside of the cogs. Can he get anything out of this? No, he cannot. Definitely, I think he got a bit ahead of himself. Meanwhile, in the mid, it looks like Reaper's carry is also going to get taken out. Fearless, can't really get anything else out of it.
Both teams doing their best to make sure this game remains exciting, you know? It's like Karma's like, come on, guys, we gotta give the fans something to root for. We can't just win through this. And then we see Toy. He's like, no, allow me, brother. Let me show you how it's done. So both carries a little gung ho right now. Still, Karma, he's not that bad. Sorry, it's not that bad for him because he did get the bomb tier 2 to have health, and he's still farming pretty decently. Well, he's fragile, man. Holy crap, I didn't think he was that fragile.
Yeah, still needs to complete up this Manta. 1900 gold away. And then I assume it will be the Heart of Tarask after that. I think that's like the standard item progression of the PL still.
Meantime, though, you look at one thing I'm wondering about is that neither team is really that impressive against Roche. You know, it's like Drow Ranger's okay, and the other side you have Tusk's tag team, but that's kind of it. Maybe Little Shredder does help as well, but he hasn't taken any points in Little Shredder, and only 1 point tag team, so it's not the best combination.
Yeah, definitely going to be an objective that probably, I'm going to say first Roche 30 to 35 minutes. I don't know. That's my thinking of when the first one will actually be taken down. I could be completely wrong by that, but you never know.
Yeah, no, I mean, either way, it doesn't feel like it's a Roshan-centered game right now. You know, it's like we see some games where it's like, we have Ursa on one side, Huskar on the other. Both of them really want it. Dude, I love it. Judge, I just walked him. He's got 128 CS on the Legion Commander. It's like all spiders. He just shows up, gets like 400 gold, 1 overwhelming odds. He's super happy. He takes a talent for it as well. He's like, I want to make sure I get every overwhelming odds.
There's definitely not many games that POS 5 has 3rd highest CS in the game. More than the enemy carry. There's a quite unique achievement. You should probably get like a little Steam pop-up saying, congratulations, you've done something you're not supposed to do.
How could you? I think that the commends you get from your team after, or Toy, he's in trouble.
Yeah, they're trying to go for him right now. Can they get close enough for the duel? They are going to be able to lock him in place. And down goes the Legion Commander. The sacrifice was Bombi there across the map, tanking the gank from the rest of the Reaper side. Oh, long-range hookshot as well. Does get the grab on towards the Legion Commander. 4-staff down to the low ground though. I think eventually he's still going to fall.
This feels very similar to what Toy did last game. Remember when he had the Aegis and he just went top and like very deep in the enemy top side of the map with no support. And this game, a little bit of the same with that happening. But they do get 2 supports for it, so it's not like the Reapers are like, yep, that's it, it's unplayable. It's like, you sacrifice something, you get something in return.
Yeah, it's like I said, maybe he's just keeping it interesting. Doesn't want to do what every other position one does, doing his own thing. Meanwhile, it looks like Gondry in some real danger there. All those spiderlings just disappear from JG. Just a little, I imagine like the amount of money you get from killing those spiderlings is pretty much like another hero kill. Just doubling up.
Yeah. 9 from the big ones, 3 from the small ones. He's walking around like maybe 20 of them at some point. It's like you're walking around, you're getting 150 gold each time you do that combo. It's well worth it. But look at that. You said Roche. Which team's gonna focus on it? It is going to be the Drow Ranger.
Yeah. Okay, nowhere near my 30-minute prediction. Unless, of course, Zerja come on over, force them out, and reset, which is exactly what Jar Jar's coming over to do. But instead of forcing them out, you might just be giving them some free money. Unless the rest of the squad want to try and contest.
No PL anywhere nearby. It looks like by the time he teleports, it's going to fall. So they decide, nope, it's not worth it, and they're just going to give it to him. This is only the first Roche. First Roche, usually only used just to take care of the tier 1 towers, and that's about maybe a tier 2 and the outpost. But the second Roche that they want to use to take the the actual barracks and go high ground with.
Yeah, just literally a space crater. Try to enable Toy to get his farm back up. And, he's going back up to the top lane, his standard die spot. So we'll see if he gets the value out of it again.
It's the standard farming spot, good sir. We just don't know who's going to be farming what exactly. Sometimes Toy farms the creeps, and sometimes people farm Toy. It's how it works.
Yeah, that's why keeping us all guessing. Never know what's going to happen up there.
Look at me. I wonder how look at Spiderlings. Ah, there you go.
Fearless. Nice 2-man connection there with the Dream Call. Trying to destroy it there with the Snowball save though. Bombi's getting low. Doing his best to stay alive. Will eventually end up falling down. And it looks like the rest of Zerja, they're all out. I'm not interested in hanging about.
Until I think they want to try to wait until they get the heart on the PL. Once you have that, it becomes a lot harder for the Reaper side to take a fight. You know, without the heart, the PL is just a little bit easier to, like, a little too easy to kill for them. So he's not too far. He's gonna have enough gold for the Reaper, but still have about 2,200 gold right after that. So it's gonna take some time, probably until the Aegis expires.
Yeah, so that's going to be free reign for Reapers until then. And I'm sure they probably know. They realize that this item is going to be coming. They have to get as much use as possible. Nice if they're in a grab there from JG. Poking on towards Toy as best they can. Maybe they can get rid of the Aegis, especially so many heals and sustain. He's alive for now, but Karma's getting involved. With that Reaver freshly picked up, he's feeling confident, start taking these fights. Warmless Kisses also raining in. Can the Drow get away? There's going to be the duel, locking him in place. And down he goes. Gondry was also trying to cancel it out, but ends up just throwing his own life down the toilet. And Reapers are just disintegrated at the seams right now. They've even got the grab onto Fearless, the 4th casualty. And RDP can just scuttle away like the spider she is.
We was going to be a sort of slower pace move by Xerxia. They, Toy was a little bit too far. They bring down to core life. They're, all right, let's kill him. Then they killed it. Like, this is a perfect setup. He already used his Hurricane Pike. We can actually just get him a second time. No BKB, no Hurricane Pike, and they do. And Xerxia now firmly in control. That was the Aegis timing from Reapers. I feel like it's not the first time this happens. Oh dear.
Now TP into real danger as well. There is a TP coming in here from Gondry. Can he actually change this at all? I don't think he can. It's just too much damage. And now he's going to be careful himself. He doesn't also get picked off. Karma just feeling relentless right now. Gonna dive past the tier 2. The puck is up in a couple of seconds. But it doesn't matter. They desperately want this, man. Hong Hong throwing it back for now. Remnant does also connect onto Fearless. Hookshot going through. Lands onto JG. Gonna push it back. Silence as well in place. The Yule Scepter's gonna keep him alive for now.
Nice snowball.
Yeah, keeping him back. That might just be the cue for everyone to disengage. He jumps in aggressively. You don't have the mana for this, man. What are you doing? Force stuffed out by his team. And now Karma back in. Toy taking a beat and slowed up. The cogs are going to make the space for the disengage. But Karma just does not care anything about this. He's still going in. The snowball gets the connection. The Drow is dead again. And now they're going to back out.
Fearless, he was chasing JG the whole time, does get the kill. JG tries to juke him, he uses the simulate, he's like, oh, am I gonna move over there? Then it turns out he just stays in the exact same spot, but Fearless was not fooled and does get the kill. However, at the end of the day, it's still, Xerxia, actually, this is the fight they lost, actually, but I think they're okay with that. They just keep bringing down Toy, who is the main source of damage coming out from Reapers right now. Well, at least for physical damage.
Yeah, he's now pretty low down on the net worth chart. In terms of all the cores, it actually has less than the enemy Tusk, which, as you were saying, Tusk does not farm very well at all. So that's a clear sign that this game is going very south.
The person who is having at the time of his life is Jaja on the Legion Commander. He's almost twice as much gold as the Clockwork. He's saying very pretty right now. All thanks to Brood Mothers. All thanks to that 173 CS that he has. By the way, he didn't just go jungle Legion Commander like we do. No, he just farmed enemy Brood Mother.
Why not? Use it while you can. But it is just complete free money right there. Troy's coming over. He sees a big juicy clump from right now and he's coming. He's coming. Can he get it? Cha-ching! Money.
250 gold. He just got 250 gold from that.
Oh, the jump forwards here for the rest of Searcher though. They want to just carry on taking this fight. Hong Song is locked in place. Does manage to use his own snowball to disengage. Mortimer's the cookie, sorry. Nearly gets finished. A dodge at the Dream Coil. Karma though now taking a beating. He's got the Heart Harass, but he's not that tanky. Well, I say that, and he actually just goes back to hitting the tower. Really wants to get rid of this objective, and now Reaper's just pushing forwards, trying to find anything else they can out of this one. Constant pokes and prods, skills just being thrown out from afar, but it looks like both teams will settle down. I say that.
Kame didn't know. No, Kame, he wants this. He wants this tower. No matter what, he's not going home without that tower.
Finally gets it. Cookie lands onto RDP, but okay, now that is going to be the cue for everyone to leave, right? They've got their tower, literally no reason to hang about, and they all will disperse.
Kame's got no mana, by the way. So it's like, yeah, let's just take a breather here. He's going to go for the Mage Slayer, which is great against the Puck, perhaps, since all his damage is magical. It's going to be at least 2 minutes to up to 5 minutes for Roshan to spawn. So Xerxia, like, they're just, this feels very similar to game 1, right? They have this massive advantage, and it's not inflated this time, though. Mid lane.
Jump forwards, actually get the hookshot connection there onto Rapido. Does get the 4-star back on now. Here is Karma. He's going to join the fray back again. Gondry just getting completely focused up, disintegrated in seconds. Now they're actually going to change target over towards Fearless. The puck just vanishes. Now they've even got the caption there on towards the Drow Ranger, but the stolen snowball there from Hong Hong makes a bit of space, but it does not matter. Another duel from Jar Jar. That is now 40 bonus damage there for the position 5 Legion. And like you were saying, this game just looks rough.
It's a free PL game. Like the draft they have is just, it does not. I still don't understand the last pick. Oh, lag apparently was.
Yeah,
That's weird.
he tried typing in the dash ping to see what his ping was, but he didn't even bother pausing. He was like, I'm lagging, but I don't really care about it. I'm just going to keep playing.
To be honest, I feel like sometimes it lags when Legion Captain goes as far as those spiders she throws, and I'm like, let's pause for a second, then it's like, cha-ching, here you go. But overall, yeah, it's not inflated gold this time. This 15,000 gold, it's legit, it's real gold. You know, it's not that fake gold that Alchemist makes. It's real gold, and this PL, there's no answer for it at all.
No. Like, I don't even know. It feels like it's already passing the point where Reapers can try and mount some sort of big 5-man movement to pick him off. He's just so damn tanky. 3.2k HP, 35 armor as well. Actually, no, just jumped up to 42 then. He is a tanky man.
The nice thing though is that Drow Ranger, her marksmanship pierces base armor, right? So it's nice. It's kind of good that his armor is all base armor. It's only 6 bonus armor, so it's good for the Drow Ranger. But man, I'm not sure that counts as a silver lining. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's good that he's got high base armor because Drow pierces that if she ever hits him.
If. That is the key word.
Eventually, some stray arrows going. That's another problem. Like we said, there's just no. How did they clear out these illusions? This last pick puck was very risky.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Void Spirit was able just to beat him in the lane, and then the rotations to deny that. I think literally denying that water rune is what just started this whole avalanche of the puck just getting dumpstered this game. Like, he's just not been able to recover.
So Snapfire, right? When Bombi shows up and he just jumps on it and just takes it right in front of him, it's like, oh, well, that's unfortunate.
And that's it. So, you know, sometimes those rotations are just what changes the whole game. Meanwhile, though, top setup barracks getting removed right now, and not everyone's even coming back to a base. Although, Gondry's now TPing into the trees, maybe thinking they can try and take this fight. I mean, the range back's already gone. Dreamcore connection is going to be there. Jump forwards from the Tusk, but the punch doesn't actually end up landing onto him. RDP taking a beat, but Karma doesn't really care. He's just going to keep on going forwards. Change your target over towards Hong Hong. The Rubik melted away. RDP now taking a heck of a beating from all of these illusions. Meanwhile, in the back line, Gondry gets taken out. People are just dropping here from Reapers. They're trying their best to stand their ground right now. Toy, he's stuck between everybody. BKB activated, but all of his Agi's being drained. They're too close to him. Does able to find the Legion Commander at least, but Karma not caring about that. BKB's over, going straight on towards the Drow Ranger. Nothing they can do to stop it. Hong Hong bought back for this. Does actually have Astral Step, so he's able to get himself out. He's just going to dive fountain at this rate. He doesn't care at all. Too many illusions. And he will actually decide to back on out, regardless. Sergio just winning left, right, and center. Another grab onto the puck, but no follow-up. Oh, Hong Hong was in the back lines. Apparently, he died. RDP might be as well, trying to run himself away. Another punch from the Tusk. Can't quite get the whole Too much going on. The fight is just not ended. Now Gondry's back. Now he's getting plowed into the Karma. Ice shards from afar, but actually blocks in his own teammate. And now they're going to go back to him buildings.
Can I say something? I don't know, the fight's still going, man. That looks like might be. Oh, finally, good Dream Coil.
Got the connection. Snowball, though, keeping the Tusk alive for a little bit longer. He just goes full retreat. Karma just holding everyone at bay with a hook shot. Wait, where? What happened to Gondry? He didn't even follow his hook. I don't know what the hell happened there. But even still, Reapers, they are just charging relentlessly. RDP and Fearless, they've got to find something out of this. But it doesn't look like they can. Zerja get out without sustaining any heavy losses.
If I think he hit an Aether Remnant on the way to the hooking. You know,
okay.
Yeah, so he stops just halfway through. I wish we had a replay for that, but we don't. But how was that? Was an insanely long fight. They start off, unfortunately, they got the dream call on 2, but the hook shot didn't land on anyone. It like threaded the needle between like 3 people without hitting any of them, which means that, like they could have really used that stun just to bring someone down. At that point, though, once you didn't get a good initiation, PL just did PL thing. Karma was like, I'm unkillable. You guys can't touch me. I might as well just go in. And Roshan is up. This looks like it might be this might be the most important fight in the game. If Xerxes gets this, I don't think there's any way Reapers can make a comeback.
Yeah, they're sort of forced to contest this. If they don't, then yeah, like you're saying, it's pretty much going to be over regardless. So this is going to be the final hurrah, the last Hail Mary.
Look at the Aether Remnants. It's like, let me just keep throwing a couple of them over there.
Getting set up for the inevitable jump. Well, actually, the backline are going for a smoke play right now. Going to wrap into the triangle. See who they find hanging about. Looks like RDP will be the first person they bump into. The smoke breaks. Still, no one's actually diving in full charge. Just Karma being left inside of the pit, slowly killing Roche. Now, actually, he's going to disengage charge now. Does find Fearless. Meanwhile, Hong Hong gets caught into the backlines. Toy forced to pop the BKB, but Ripito is there to cut off the escape. Gondry's already gone as well. RDP focusing onto Karma, but the PL's just not taking any damage. Another dual victory there for the Legion Commander, and everybody is dead on the side of Reapers, and GG is called.
And Karma still trying to find out his ping. He's like, hey guys, this is very important for me to find out this ping. He's like, dude, the ping doesn't matter, alright? You won. You know, he doesn't tell it that you were lying at the same time, so.
Maybe it could be like bragging rights, say like, yeah, I won and I had 300 ping, so, you know, could be something like that. Just to rub salt in the wound of Reaper, who unfortunately have just now lost the best 2 series in a 2-0, still yet to claim a single point in this tournament so far. Obviously, that was their second game, so there's plenty of more matches to work with in the future for them, but it's starting to look bleak. Not good at all.
I mean, this is a little bit a better showing than they had against Neon, but you know, they are playing with a stand-in. We have to remember that their mid laner, that's not their mid laner. Made is not around. It's Fearless instead. But I thought that Fearless acquitted himself fairly decently in both of the games, but you never know, right? You move one player, maybe that's the guy who's shot calling, maybe that's the guy who's bringing up the team's morale. Either way, you know, Xerxes, they took 2 games in a row. This game felt a lot more, and the mid lane felt really for JG. He was able to rotate around the map. Karma again had a free lane, like we sort of assumed. Sorry, not a free lane, but just a free game. You know, the lane phase was a bit rough, but he had a good time after this. And I love the combination of Rapido's Tusk and Bombi's Snapfire during the lane stage. It worked pretty well for them. And yeah, Xerxes, it really went the way you thought it would go. You know, you don't counter the PL. The PL goes crazy. You lose the game. That's just how it worked.
Yeah, it's like you're saying, they just didn't address the PL at all, did they? Like they went for the puck, which was high risk, high reward. If the puck had a really good lane, might have been able to, you know, really start snowballing, make some space for the Drow Ranger to get their own farm. But unfortunately, Xerxes just knew exactly that's what they had to do, to shut down the puck and just leave the PL to his own devices, and that's it. That's all you need to say. Game over. So.
Congratulations to Xerxes, and I can't wait to see the Legion Commander position 5 just dominate the meta. Why not? It worked well for this game, though.
I imagine that's just going to start showing up in all the pubs. But hey, I'm a support player, and I can guarantee I am not going to run that. So if that's any sort of little shining light for anybody, you know, take that in stride. But yeah. That obviously was the final series of the day. All 3 of them are now done for the BTS Pro Series 14 SEA region. We will be back tomorrow. Oh wait, no, no, it is tomorrow, isn't it? The day off, on the 1st.
I'll check the schedule in just a second. Why not? I'll give me a moment and I'll look into it. But if I'm not wrong, and yes, there should be a best of 3 two best of 2s tomorrow. Sorry, 3 best of 2s tomorrow.
So yeah, that will be run by Hairy Freak as well as Kips. They're going to be the 2 casters that will be running the show. Obviously, you know, not going to be us, so we can't promise that the stream quality will be just as good. But, you know, they'll do good, guys. They'll do good. You'll enjoy the stream for sure.
Better, in fact.
What are you saying? What are you saying, Otomo? Oh, dear. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. That is obviously us done for the day. But yeah, tune in for tomorrow for some more BTS Pro Series 14 action, and enjoy the future shows. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you later.